So welcome back for another power core class. Today we are going to be using weights. So I have my 3-pound weights here with me. I wouldn't go much higher than around 5 pounds. You want to keep it on the lighter side. And we are going to be using 2 yoga blocks. Once you have your equipment, we are going to start here on our back, coming all the way down. I'm going at a slight angle today just so you guys can see my arms. I have enough room to move. We're going to start by knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We want to line those up there with your hip bones. And then arms are straight up to the ceiling. We're going to move through our scap guide. So letting the shoulders lift and then sinking the shoulders down. Making sure we're keeping the head heavy on the mat. And we're focusing in on the scapula moving around the ribs. Inhale to reach. Exhale to plug those shoulders down. Starting to just tap into this breath, slowing things down. One more. Good. Let the shoulders feel heavy into the mat. From here, we're going to move open with the arms and close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. And I want you to just feel the stretch through front of the body, the chest, the shoulders. Trying to keep the arms in a hover, equal weight in both sides of the body. And then we're going to add in our knee drops here. So both knees are going to fall open to the sides with the arms and then close everything back up to the ceiling. I want you to find your lower tummy zipper here, that pubic bone all the way to your belly button, zippering up and in. Staying through this neutral spine, we inhale to open, exhale to close. And really pay attention to your pelvis here. It's nice and stable. Hopefully, equal weight on both sides, trying not to tip or rock. We want to keep that same feeling through the body as we move through single arm and leg. So right arm, left knee are going to fall open to the side. Bring it back up. Now left arm, right knee, and back up. So we're trying to keep that opposite knee nice and stable. Trying not to tip in our pelvis as that knee opens. A little bit more work through those abdominals to stabilize. A little bit of coordination. We're going to go for 4 more here. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3. For 2. Good. Last one. Beautiful. All right, we're going to take our arms down nice and long by our sides. And let's lighten up through the feet. So imagine that there's no weight being put down onto the floor, but the feet are still resting on the floor there. So that's going to activate the abdominals a little bit more. Pick up this right leg into tabletop. Moving from the hip, gently place it down like it has no weight. And then lift the left up and down. So if you allow your feet to just rest into the mat, this isn't going to feel like a lot of work, but we want to make this mind to muscle connection. We want to be intentional and really keep this light quality without gripping the floor. And you should feel a really big difference there. Now we don't want to hold our breath, so we're going to exhale to lift. Inhale down. Moving for 4. Good. 3, 2. Next one, you're going to leave that leg in tabletop. Pick both legs up into tabletop. From here, hands behind the head. We're going to lift into our ab curls and down. Elbows stay wide. Exhale to lift. Inhale to take it down. Checking in, our thigh bones are straight up to the ceiling. Those feet are in line with the knees. This perfect 90. Good. We're going to move through 4. Adding on in 3, 2. Hold this next one. Stay lifted, nice and steady through head and shoulders. We're going to reach both legs out nice and long. Pull everything back in and then lower the head down. Again, exhale, lift. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, pull. Inhale, down. So we really separate each piece of the movement, syncing our breath with each piece. I want you to start to challenge this range as you reach the legs out, really squeezing those quads, the inner thighs closer together. And we want to challenge how low we can bring those feet down without, again, popping through the belly or arching through the back. Staying through that neutral spine. We're going to go for 2 more. Good. Last one. As you pull the legs in, bring the hands right over top of the shins. Lift even higher through the chest. Double leg stretch. We're going to reach those arms, those legs all the way up. Keep the head and chest lifted. You're pulling everything back in. Can you lift up a little higher? Inhale, arms to ears, reach it out. Exhale, sweep those arms all the way down, lift up higher. Big exhale, so refine that ball shape. We're going to go for 5. Staying steady through the upper body. 4. Lastly, maybe you challenge the legs a little bit lower. 2. Good. Last one. Hold arms and legs on. Clasp the hands together. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way down. Beautiful work. Feet wide as your mat here. Sway those knees side to side. Let the hips roll, stretching out low back. Take any tension out of the neck, the shoulders. Reconnect with that breath again. Keep the knees up to the ceiling, walk the feet in line with the hips. We're going to grab behind the thighs, come all the way up to seated. Good work. All right, we are going to use our blocks here. So let's flip on over. We're going to stack our hands right over these blocks. All right, from here, we're going to reach back into our plank position. So nice and long through the spine, maybe feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width. Now we're going to tap those knees down and up. We're going to inhale down, exhale up. Really feeling this work through lower abdominals, but keeping this long line. Trying not to lift up through the bum or round through neck and shoulders. We have 4, 3. You're going to hold it in 2. Last one. Keep those knees lifted. You're going to press back, bum to heels, and then shoot yourself forward. You're going to inhale, press back. Exhale, reset shoulders over wrists. Keeping that bum low throughout. You can always modify knees down, pressing back, and then finding that modified plank instead. Let's go for 5. For 4. 3. 2. You're going to hold your plank on this next one here. Stay long through the spine. Draw right knee in and back, left knee. Mountain climbers, try not to shift through the hips. Exhale to pull in. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in that plank. Send the bum all the way up, downward dog. Shift back into that plank. Inhale up. Exhale, bum gets low in line with those shoulders. Keep breathing through it. You have 5. For 4. 3. 2. Last one. Stay in this plank again. We're going to hip dip here. Drawing right hip down towards the floor, rolling on sides of the feet, up and over, all the way other side. We go for 6. Really drawing that hip down towards the floor. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring it back to center. We go right into it again. A little bit quicker, less reps here. We got 4. Inhale down, exhale up. 3. 2. Last one, hold the knees up. We press back. Shoot yourself forward. Remember your mod if you need it. We go for 4. Mountain climbers are coming up next. 3. 2. Last one, stay in that plank. Draw your knee in, one at a time here. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going downward dog and plank. Inhale, exhale forward. You have 4. Hip dips coming up. 3, 2, last one. Stay in that plank. Right hip draws down all the way up and over to the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Find that plank. Hold it here. This is where you finish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees drop wide, feet together. Send it back. Find that shell stretch. Take a moment to slow down the heart rate. Reconnect with your breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Slowly start to walk those hands up. We are going to take one block off to the side, grab your other block, come all the way down onto your back. We are going to bring our legs into tabletop. Hold this block in your right hand. And then you're going to press your right hand with that block right into the thigh. Left hand behind your head. We want to focus on really keeping the legs right where they are. Try not to draw the knees in towards the chest. We're going to find our ab curl here. You're going to exhale, lift up, press into your block as you lift. Release that tension as you bring it back down. Exhale, scooping up, press into that block. Activating through right arm, through abdominals a little bit more. We're going to go for 3, for 2. Next one, hold at the top. Just your left toes are going to tap down and up. As you lift your left toes back up, press into your block. We inhale down, exhale up. Staying lifted, those shoulder blades off the mat. We go for 3, 2. Last one like this. Stay lifted through the head. Left leg reaches out. You pull it back into tabletop. As you pull it back in, press into your block. Inhale to reach. Exhale up. You go out 3, 2. Last one, hold in tabletop. Left elbow to the block, right hand behind your head. We're going to keep switching out the elbows here. Replacing one with the other. Switching from side to side, working obliques here. Legs stay so still. Try not to draw them in towards you. We really want upper body to lift here. You go for 3, 2. Last one, I want you to finish with your left elbow on that block. Stay twisted. Left toes tap down again and up. Inhale down, exhale up. Feel that pressure into the block as you lift the leg back up. You have 3, 2. Last one like this. Now you reach the leg back out. Hold it in, we're almost there. 5, 4, press into that block harder as you pull it back in. 3, keeping this twist. 2, last one, keep the leg long. We finish switching out the elbows here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good work, bring it in. Keep that block right to your chest. Feet come down, we'll give a little sway here, side to side. We are going right onto the other side. So let's start with the legs back up into tabletop. Now left hand has this block, right hand behind your head. Take a nice deep inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting up into that ab curl, press into that block. Bring it down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. We go for 3, 2, making sure those legs aren't too high. Last one, hold here. Right toes tap down this time. And up, making sure you're moving from your hips. Pressing into that block as you lift the leg back up. We're going to go for 3, 2, Last one, hold the leg. Now reach the leg out, pull it in. Pressing into that block as you pull it in, keeping that left leg nice and still. 3, 2, last one, pull it into tabletop. Now right elbow to the block, left hand behind the head. You're gonna switch it out here, moving side to side for 4, 3, 2, last one, right elbow stays on the block. You're in this twist, right toes come down and up. Inhale, exhale. Can you still feel right elbow pressing into that block as you lift? 3, 2, last one. Now reach the leg out long, pull it in. Inhale, exhale, press that elbow into the block. You have 4. We're almost done with this. 3, 2, hold the leg. We finish. Switching out, elbow to elbow. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Bring it in. Feet down. Find a little sway here, side to side. We're going to take this block off to the side. We'll need it again in a moment. But let's just reach those legs out nice and long. Hands all the way up overhead. Find a little stretch here. Wiggle up through the hips. Nice deep inhale. We're going to roll up one time. Exhale, scooping all the way up and over towards the toes. Shake the head out side to side. Good. All right, we are going to finish with our weights here. So let's take them all the way down onto our back again. We're going to keep the feet planted on the floor, knees bent. Arms are just reaching nice and long to start. We're going to move through an ab curl, keeping the feet planted. But I want you to think again, like at the beginning of class, when we were moving through those toe taps, starting from the floor, we were keeping this really light quality through the feet. And I want you to channel that here. So it feels like work already to start. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, scooping up. Lift the head and shoulders, draw the hands right to the hips. And then bring it all the way back down, hands long up to the ceiling. Exhale, nodding the chin slightly before you lift. Finding that C curve through upper spine. Exhale, drawing that chest up high, looking towards the thighs, keeping arms so long. Keeping energy all the way up through the knuckles. We're going to do 2 more like this. And as you're lifting into that curl, think of the shoulders drawing away from the ears. You have 1 more. Good, we're going to start to add in our legs here. Now we're going to pick up this right leg into tabletop as you curl. Gently place it down as you lower everything down. We really want to focus this work being in the abdominals, keeping this light quality through the neck. So if you're starting to feel any tension through traps, then maybe you need to reduce the weight or you go no weight here. Good. 2 more like this and we're going to add on. After this left leg comes up, all the way down, we're going to find our ab curl again, but this time both legs lift into tabletop. Bring everything down. You start from the top, lifting just the right leg. Exhale up. Bring it down. Inhale. Left leg. Good. Bring it down. Both legs lift here. And down. Let's go 2 more times like this. Finding that control through each piece of the movement. Good. Last time here. And when we go into that double toe tap, we are going to stay with it here. So both legs stay connected. Lift and lower. Again for 5. Stay zippered up through the belly. 4. Good. 3. 2. Last one, stay in this ab curl. Weights come down, hands behind the head. From here, I want you to flex your feet, open the knees, turn the toes out. You're in this external rotation, lengthen up the legs. Now you're gonna bend your knees, lower the head down, pull everything in. As you ab curl here, reach those legs out, squeeze the inner thighs closer together, really squeeze those quads, bring it all the way down. So you're sending energy up through the legs, all the way up through the toes, and in, exhale up. Inhale, pull it in. Let's go for 4. We're gonna hold it in 3, 2. Last one, stay in this ab curl, just your legs, pull in, press out. Exhale to lengthen. You got 6. Maybe can you extend the legs a little bit lower? 5, 4. You're holding it in 3, 2. Last one, stay long. Beat these legs here, in and out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Nicely done. We have one last little bit here with our block. So grab that, lift the bum. You're gonna place this block under your tailbone going across your body. And just situate yourself here where you feel nice and long through the spine. You're not rounding or arching. Arms are gonna go long by your sides. We're gonna pick up both legs into tabletop, making sure, again, thigh bone straight up. We tend to draw it in this position because the bum is lifted, but I want you to press those knees away from you. Right toes tap down, inhale. Exhale, lift left toes. Keeping the same shape of the spine, zippered up. We're increasing this range of motion, challenging those low abdominals a little bit more. I want you to really turn off any tension through neck and shoulders. Try not to grip your mat. Let's go for 3, 2. Last one. Now I want both legs to lower down and up. Go back to just right toes and up, left. Both toes here. Inhale, exhale up. Remember, your toes don't actually have to touch the floor. I want you to just find a place you can maintain that core control. We're gonna stay with this double leg toe tap. Inhale down, exhale up. No gripping. You got 4. Good, for 3. You're almost there. 2. 1 more, pick it up. Back into tabletop, lengthen the legs out. Pull it in, tap both toes down. Inhale out, exhale in, you got it. We're gonna go 4. Getting into this last little bit of work for today. 3. Good, 2. Last one, I want you to hold your legs long. Pick your legs all the way up to the ceiling. We're gonna go double leg lowers to finish all the way down. Point your toes, lift it all the way back up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Try to find that moment at the bottom, that pause before you lift back up. Really starting to get into those lower abdominals. 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. Bring the legs down. Just lift your bum up. We'll take that block out. That was hard work today. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Soften through the belly. Reach your arms up into cactus here. Take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale through the nose, filling the ribs. And then exhale out through the mouth, emptying the lungs. I want you to feel open through chest and shoulders. Relax through the belly. Open through the hips. Try not to hold any shape of the spine, the limbs. We'll slowly draw those knees back up to the ceiling. We're going to reach the hands behind the thighs, scoop all the way up to seated. We're going to flip around into our floor point position. Let's just move through some cat and cow here. So rounding up the spine, scooping the belly. And then arching through the back, letting the chin and tailbone lift. Exhale, rounding into your cat. Inhale, arching into your cow. We'll go one more here. Good. Walk your hands slightly in front of you. You're going to send your bum back towards your heels, rounding the spine. And then rippling forward. Let the pelvis press forward to the floor. Find this extension through your spine. And then rounding, pressing the floor away, all the way back. Scooping up and over, forward here. One more time, all the way back. This time we'll come forward. We're going to draw your head all the way over to the right. Look towards your toes. And all the way up and over to the left. Finding center again, scooping back, tuck the toes this time, send your bum all the way up. Finding this downward dog, we're just going to pedal it out here. And then letting the heels feel nice and heavy, sinking down towards the floor. Walk your hands all the way towards your feet. Try to keep length behind the legs, grab onto those elbows, ragdoll here, we'll sway side to side. Letting the arms go, start to restack the spine all the way up. Roll the shoulders back at the top, look towards the ceiling. And then we'll rest. Amazing work today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.